We're pulling in.
Don't disappoint me, Alan.
Yeah.
They're pulling in, apparently.
Nah. Yeah.
They're arriving.
Nah.
At least have the decency to park your car, Alan.
Guess I can do that.
Security! Let's walk in!
Where are your boys?
Behind you. Come on, Alan, let's go for a walk.
Alright, if I'm not here in 5 minutes, Trigger, come for me.
Your security and my security walk with me. We're going for a walk. Where have you been, Alan?
Usually waking up at a different time. What have you been up to? I guess terrorizing businesses?
I want you to meet Mr. Temple. Mr. Temple's a very rich businessman, and he would like to have a word with you. How's your employees going, Alan?
Well, since you beat them up, they're recovering at this time.
Recovering. With what money?
What do you mean, what money?
They're complaining that they're not being paid.
They get paid every Monday.
That doesn't what it
I
sounds
don't know
like
what
to
you're
me.
talking about. Well, whoever said that is kind of spewing lies, because we do paychecks and payroll every Monday, like clockwork.
Mr. Temple, I think you should start the conversation. I prefer if you didn't text who you were with right now. I'd highly prefer if you kept this between us and your security friend. Mr. Temple, you start the conversation.
Ellen, I'm interested in buying two things in this city.
Okay.
The first is a vehicle dealership, and you happen to have probably the most successful one out there.
That's
The
true.
second is a transport company, and having worked in this certain transport company for nearly 6 months now, I know it's failing, and that is Cluckenbell, because I think I can rejuvenate it.
You think you can
Um,
rejuvenate Cluckenbell?
Definitely. And I would be looking to not just rejuvenate it, I'd be looking to expand into taking over the lumber mill up in Polito as well, trying to combine forces, as you will, because at the end of the day, if you can have double the number of trucks on the roads, delivering different things, makes it more profitable, and it also is good for the people of Polito, who are really suffering at this time.
Okay, so why are you interested in these two businesses? Do you want to purchase them?
Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not here to steal anything off of anyone. We're here to hand over cold hard cash, and we're talking in the millions, not hundreds of thousands.
You do
Are you
understand that
interested?
PDM makes quite a bit of money, right?
We
We have
understand
a
this, and we
staff of
understand
30
that
employees.
it's a vibrant business that is making a lot of money, and that is why the number that you'd be looking to get would be significant. And we are looking to invest significant amounts of money for either PDM or Cluckenbell or both.
Is this why you came to my business attacking employees, Dundee?
Alan, I tried to contact you for multiple weeks and you fucking ignored me. Mr. Investor over here is a very serious businessman. I don't have anything against you, Alan. In fact, you've always helped me out. This isn't personal, it's simply business. My job here is to make sure that this meeting goes down smoothly and this meeting goes successfully. I just needed your attention. Emails didn't work, so some force had to be used.
So who wants to? So why are you here, Dundee? Are you going to be part of the business?
That is a question I'm not answering.
Steal?
I'm only
How do
here
you
to...
expect to be part of a business that you just like beat people up? Like, how do you expect the employees to respect you?
I'm only here to watch over this meeting.
You're only here to watch over this meeting, huh?
That is all I'm here for.
Mr. Dundee has a way of words that not many people in this city respect.
You
And
calling me
over
dumb?
time, having... No, I'm saying that a lot of other people are dumb. You're a man of your word and you stick to it. I represented this man in jail, and I have to say, I've come to respect him. Now, does that mean that I'm going to have Mr. Dundee as my chief executive of my business? No, that does not mean it. But do I see a part for the Dundee BBMC in helping me run a business and making sure everyone stays in line? Sorry, Bondi boys. Most definitely, because as I'm sure you're aware, at the end of the day, no matter what company you run, you still need to have some heavies. You still need to have some people who will take action. Do I agree with Dundee's heavy-handedness with your employees? No, not in any way. And did I tell him to do this? No, in not any way. Just so you know. But he is extremely effective in his methods. And that's where he's gained my respect.
Okay.
Alan hasn't said no yet, which
Say
makes
I
me
want
think he's open.
to. You know what? Let me hear your offer.
Oh! Now we're talking!
More importantly, which company are you more interested in getting an offer for, is what I would ask to start with.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. I'm happy with most of my businesses. Cluck and Bell is not my business per se. It's part of an investment company, so it'd be quite more difficult. So I would say, if you want to talk about business and numbers, it would have to be through PDM. Not agreeing to anything. I still have to think about it. It's my business. I've been running it. I've been growing it for 6 months. I've been putting
We have
blood,
a
sweat, and
deal.
tears
We have
into
an
it.
offer.
Okay.
25.
Ellen,
we
if you had agreed to anything right now, I wouldn't have trusted you. I'll put it to you blankly like that. This is a decision that you need to go away and think about it. And it's also a decision that I need to then take to my board as well and say, this is the counter offer that's been placed on the table. It's still not a yes, let's go ahead with it, but it is simply out there for us to discuss further. And I can respect that. In terms of Cluck and Bell, it's obviously owned by Sahara International as an investment company.
That is correct.
Do you have a say over this, or is it mainly to do with your other partners?
I mean, I'm part of the management. I'm the COO, so I run the operations. However, in terms of Cluck and Bell, we would have to talk to Nino Chavez. He's currently on a trip to Italy, and let's just say he's enjoying life at this time.
Okay, that one sounds a bit more difficult to get across the line.
3 million. The fact that he's.
Let it still be known that we are extremely interested in Cluck and Bell as well.
Okay. So it would be if I decide to come terms with it, 3 million and 25%.
Yes, and generally with a deal like this, we would get lawyers involved, we get the legals done, and you'd usually have settlement within 30 days. So ownership wouldn't be passed over until that 30-day period, and that exactly every single dollar has been passed over. So it's all above board, it's all in the books. to the 3 million and 25%. Obviously, you need to go away and think about it.
Yeah, this is not a. I mean, I've put countless hours in this business. I've barely slept for months to get things running smoothly. So,
Alan, I have a question.
what?
Do you take pride in working at PDM? Is this part of your
Yeah.
lifestyle? Do you enjoy working there, driving the cars?
Of
Is
course.
it a big perk? I've just suggested
Yeah.
to Mr. Temple as an idea that you keep that role, so you have the benefits without the responsibilities. You can still be the face of PDM, enjoy the perks, and nobody needs to know that you don't actually own it. It's like being a child, but having the privileges of being an adult. You can drink, you can be out on your own and have your independence, but you only need to make sure that you're home in time for dinner as the only responsibility. Does that
There wouldn't be anything that you would not like to see for the company. I'll put it that way. We're not going to run the company into the ground. We're not going to turn it into a organization that is unliked. Our ideas are simply to improve it further.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And-
responsibilities into running a business, right? No crime around the business, making sure everything's clean, making sure that the police is basically happy with
Right.
PDM being a legitimate business and a business that nothing happens to it, you know? So
Most
when
definitely,
Dundee
and PDM has more eyes on it than any other.
when Dundee comes to my business and start terrorizing it, how do you expect that I feel, you know? How do you expect me to think? I mean, I'm not stupid. Dundee has
expect you to
something to
be
do with
angry.
this.
But
Yeah.
how do you think I felt when you didn't respond to my emails? Like I said, this isn't personal. Alan, you helped me a lot with my truck job. You were one of the first people to hire me. In fact, that truck job kept me running for a very long time. And Alan, you've always been good. Sure, there have been times where you've screwed me like the Dukes. But this is business. I don't have anything against you. And I'm only here to help Mr. Temple. I'm pretty sure Mr. Temple understands that the business needs to stay legal, and that the business needs to be well respected and police needs to stay away. There's paying employees, there's managing employees, there's making sure that employees are happy and that employees are there 24 hours around the clock. Mr.
Correct.
Temple's an investor, and I think Mr. Temple understands that.
Okay.
I mean, he's worked hard enough to get here. If he's got this much money, I'm sure he's knows his way around.
And just for reference, Mr. Dundee's doing this for me as a favor because I kept him out of jail.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when you do something and help someone out and don't charge them, they do a favor for you in return. That's how this city works.
If you think I'd ever be given a business license, you're out of your mind. Trust me, I wish I was the Temple right now. I'm just here to help him make a deal.
Interesting, Mr. Temple. Say, obviously, any time to think about this.
Fuck.
Let's say if I would agree, uh, when would you like to? Do you have everything available? Do you have the funds available?
The funds are available, but as I said, I'd want to at least have 30 days to finalize everything, get all the legals in order. A deal of this magnitude you don't simply rush into.
No, absolutely. I 100% of it. Like I said, I'm not agreeing to it, and I'm not declining it. Okay.
I understand.
But I need to think
And as I
about
said,
it.
I wouldn't expect your answer right here and now. Okay, gentlemen, I think we're done here.
Okay.
Thank you for hearing us out, Ellen.
We'll stay in touch. Okay.
Definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna come up the rear, alright?
Where the fuck's the song I want?
Got him.
The music I want! Where is it?
9-5.